has been nice having you with us today on the Travel Michigan radio program. But don't go away at all, because we still have one more guest to fill you in on great things happening here in the great state of Michigan. And Michelle will tell us who that is.
I will, and I feel like I can say that we've saved the best for last. And then I'm allowed to say this because we are heading to my hometown of Ludington, Michigan. And here to tell us all about it is Brandy Henderson, who is the Executive Director and CEO of the Ludington CVB, also known as Pure Ludington. So welcome to the show, Brandy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about Ludington with you guys.
So Ludington is known as a beach town, beautiful Lake Michigan coastline. It's a great summer destination, but, you know, fall is a great time to visit the area as well. And you've got all sorts of events coming up in September and October this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you said, Ludington's a great summer destination, but fall is kind of this hidden gem. It's a great time for people to come visit us. We've got the whole woods and water experience. So with the changing colors of fall, it's a beautiful time to be here.
Well, Ludington is one of those towns that doesn't really matter what time of the year. It's just always kind of a fun place just to hang out, walk around downtown, enjoy the kind of the atmosphere and the people. But you do have some fun events coming up very soon in the month of September.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in October, we actually have our Oktoberfest Music and Craft Beer Festival, and that's kind of the highlight of fall. We've partnered with Bell's Brewery, and we have a whole slew of things happening over 3 days, starting on October 10th and ending on the 12th. We've got a Mitt Crit bike race, which is really fun. It goes through a couple of the bars downtown, actually.
What is Mitt Crit?
Mitt Crit, yeah, a Criterium bike race is usually a small bike race. We've kind of put our own little twist on it, and it goes through the Mitten Bar and Barley and Rye right in downtown Ludington. So in addition to all the music and entertainment that'll be happening and the great, Michigan craft beer, we've got some little funky little things that people can enjoy too.
And it looks like you have a chili cook-off as part of the Mitt Crit bike race?
Yeah, throughout downtown, a lot of the businesses and restaurants put their best out on the road, on the sidewalks, and everyone kind of has an opportunity to go around and make their vote. So it's a fun afternoon of good food, good beer, good music, and some fun activities for everyone and families.
Yeah, I feel like Ludington has really kind of embraced the craft beer, and obviously the Mitten Bar has been a big part of that. They've gotten some really great national accolades as being a great beer destination.
Absolutely, yeah. They've been nationally acclaimed several times by a lot of different media and craft beer connoisseurs. And with Jamesport Brewing Company, also downtown, they brew their own beer as well. So, yeah, we've really kind of taken hold of that new trend with Michigan craft beer. And this fall, the Mitten has a ton of beer pairing dinners and different featured breweries and things throughout the fall, so it's also a great time to stop by.
Well, I was just looking at the events kind of listing for the October Music and Craft Beer Festival by Bell's Brewery, to be complete, October 10 through 12. Now, it says the event closes Sunday with a steer and beer open fire event where a large meat wall will be assembled. Well, how could you go wrong?
You can't go wrong with the meat wall.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds great.
Yeah, well, this is kind of one of those funky little twists we've got going. Not your typical barbecue style. We've actually kind of amped it up a little. We've got this giant wall being erected with different cuts and types of meat, and then it'll be cooked along another wall that's basically just a large wall of fire. So it's not only a great time to taste some great barbecue, but it's a spectacle to watch, too.
Walls of meat curing and cooking on a fiery wall. Okay.
What more can you want in life, Dave?
There we go. All right, there it is, October 10th through the 12th. Only in Ludington, my friends.
Absolutely, only in Ludington.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
For the Fall Color Tour, for the folks that look for somewhere to go for Fall Color Tours, talk about some of the trails or some of the destinations that Ludington features in the Fall Color Tour season.
Sure. Well, we've got one of Michigan's great state parks here, the Ludington State Park, and that's a popular place for hikers and bikers to explore, miles and miles of trails out there. I kind of get that more not your typical driving tour where you're kind of got, the window to look out of, but you're really amongst the color out there. So, that's a great place for people to catch some color. Also this fall, we are launching 2 more of our Mason County cultural trails, which include the Mason County Agricultural Trail, which is focused on ag tourism, U-Pick farms, things of that nature. And we also have the Barn Quilt Trail that'll be launching mid-September as well. So those are 2 other trails that are self-guided. They're interactive. You can bring your cell phone along, and there's narration and videos at each of the stops. And it kind of takes you out through the country roads and explore more of Mason County rather than just the lakeshore. So it's another opportunity for people to kind of take a trail, take a tour out in maybe a place, in Mason County they haven't been before, and also take in the beautiful fall colors too.
Well, of course, there's so many things you can do in the area. I, though, have to remind everybody that we're kind of coming into that really great time of the year to go out and try to capture some steelhead. And fishing in Ludington is a really popular thing to do.
Absolutely, yeah. Ludington's one of the top fishing ports in Michigan, and again, with our location on Lake Michigan, we've got several rivers, the Pure Marquette River and Big Sauble, that are here. It's a popular time when they start running up the river. So, again, the Ludington State Park is a great place for people to not only watch but also catch some fish. And obviously, our charter boat fleet is still out in full force, especially in the beginning of fall.
Well, I went out with one of the charter boats a couple of years ago with the TV crew, and I had such a fun time. I caught a fish, felt like a monster. It was like, half a foot long or something. It was really sad. But, it's not about, getting the huge fish. It's really about the experience, and we had a great time.
Good. I'm glad you guys had a great time. It always is a new experience when you actually are out on the big lake on a fishing boat, and you get that kind of one-on-one kind of professional view of, where the best places are to fish. And so taking a trip, I think that's kind of one of those things you got to put on your bucket list is to go charter fishing out of Ludington.
Yeah.
Talk about the kind of arts and culture scene in Ludington, because I know that has grown a lot. You've got the Center for the Arts, and you've got the Maritime Museum. So talk about some of the arts and cultural attractions that folks can check out.
Sure, yeah. The Ludington Area Center for the Arts is kind of really made it their mission to bring art to our community and really showcase all things art, not just, your typical what you often think of as art. So they have some great things happening this fall with their main stage series. They've got the jazz group Checkers Morton and the Michigan State University Bebop Spartans that'll be performing as part of their main stage series. We're also really fortunate to have West Shore Community College in our community, and they have their kickoff of their 2014-2015 series season, and I know they have a great lineup of things happening. And also downtown, this year we've started in our downtown a First Fridays Art Walk. So the first Friday of every month, rain or shine, from 5 to 8, people can stop at multiple venues throughout downtown, whether it's shops or bars or restaurants, and observe different kinds of art, whether it's painting, culinary arts, music, all sorts of things. And it's a really fun time for people to come downtown, maybe check out a couple of new places you haven't been before, and also have that one-on-one experience with some art.
Well, it sounds great. Of course, that Oktoberfest Music and Craft Brew Festival by Bell's Brewery is coming up October 10th through the 12th. You heard Brandy tell us about those fall color tours as well. Find all that information by going to the website, pureludington.com. I want to thank Brandy Henderson from the Ludington CVB for joining us here today. And that's all the time we have for Travel Michigan. It's gone fast again this week. And we want to thank you for joining us. We welcome you to join us next week right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.